Lately, the internet has been flooding with clips that feel too strange to be real.
Wait a minute! Yo, what the f?
Humanoid beings moving unnaturally.
El Tor!
Animals with unsettling mutations. And figures that don't belong anywhere on Earth.
Oh my god.
Watch closely.
That is creepy weird.
Because each of these clips will leave you questioning whether evolution took a turn we never knew about. A video surfaced online showing something that left viewers deeply unsettled. The clip shows a strange being lying on a cluttered floor. Its face oddly human, but its body far from it. Instead of legs, its torso is covered in several arms that move together like the legs of a spider. The movement looks disturbingly real, which is why so many can't decide if it's genuine or edited. It could be computer work, or it might be a case of an unknown mutation. Whatever it is, the video continues to circulate, leaving people arguing whether they just saw a hoax or a biological mystery. What do guys say? Comment below. Odd creature. In Argentina, a man discovered something odd in his basement while clearing out old boxes. He assumed it was a small animal seeking shelter, but when he got closer, he froze. The creature had a face shaped like a human's and a body covered with tangled hair. Its limbs looked unusual, bending in ways that didn't seem natural. The man wasn't sure how to handle it, so he recorded the scene and uploaded it online, asking viewers for answers. Some suggested calling a zoologist, thinking it could be a strange mutation, but after that post, he never shared any further updates. Forest shelter. A group of friends was camping deep in the woods in Arizona, recording their night near a fire while playing movies on a projector. Everything seemed normal until one girl, Alexis, wandered off and didn't return. Concerned, the others grabbed their cameras and went looking for her. Soon, they heard a scream echoing through the trees.
Alexis?
Alexis!
Following the sound, they found a crude shelter made of branches, and inside was Alexis, trembling. Suddenly, a creature appeared behind them. The camera caught a quick glimpse, a hairless figure with several limbs moving with unnatural speed before it dropped to the ground. The clip ends abruptly, leaving viewers guessing what really happened. Lamona sighting. This 2014 clip that resurfaced online showed a dark figure moving through the forests of California. The shape looked human at first, but it moved on all fours, hopping deeper into the woods. The poor lighting made it hard to see its face, but viewers quickly linked it to the Latin American legend of Lamona, a creature described as a woman cursed with a disturbing appearance who stalks people at night. Those who have seen the video say its movement looks far too natural to be a person in costume, reviving old debates about whether Lamona is just folklore or something that still roams unseen. Banana mystery. A strange clip was posted by a woman on Reddit after buying bananas from a nearby shop. The next morning, her dog wouldn't stop barking at the kitchen counter. When she checked, she saw one of the bananas moving slightly. A moment later, small, fleshy, tentacle-like strands began pushing through its peel as if something inside was breaking out. Shocked, she stepped back and filmed the scene. The movement continued for a while before stopping completely. She never uploaded a follow-up video, leaving people divided. Some called it a clever hoax, while others feared it showed a real parasitic organism. Another fruit mystery. It did not end there. Another bizarre clip spread quickly online after being uploaded by an unknown user. It showed someone peeling a banana, but what happens next feels completely unnatural. The fruit inside begins to move, faint pulses, almost like a heartbeat, running through it. Then, it twitches and crawls slightly, as if something alive is trapped within. The short video gathered millions of views as people tried to explain what they were seeing. It could be a parasite hiding inside the fruit, as we saw earlier, or it could be part of an experiment gone wrong. With no verified source, the mystery behind the bananas remains unsolved. Hooved stranger. In 2019, a man from Badwa village in India shared a chilling encounter he had one late night. While walking down a quiet road, he spotted what seemed to be an elderly man standing under a tree. Thinking the stranger needed help, he went closer, but froze when he noticed the man's lower body ended in hooves instead of feet. Before he could react, the figure began moving toward him rapidly. Terrified, he ran back home and later uploaded his story online. Viewers were divided. Some believed he met a shape-shifting being, while others shared their own eerily similar experiences from around the world. Unknown creature. Home CCTV cameras in Costa Rica in 2021 captured footage that quickly gained attention online. There was a strange humanoid crawling with bent limbs, moving sideways like a crab. Nearby dogs could be seen barking anxiously, clearly frightened by its presence. The clip spread fast after someone shared it on Reddit, claiming the figure matched the description of a local cryptid known as a ghoul. Some viewers insist it's just a person moving oddly. Others argue the motion looks far too unnatural. Whatever the truth, the footage left many uneasy about what might be wandering outside after dark. Roof entity. A man recording from his backyard captured something strange perched on a rooftop nearby. At first, it looked like a shadow until he realized it had a human-like upper body and bat-shaped lower limbs. Frozen in place, it just sat there, completely still. The man rushed inside, shaken, but later shared the clip online, and that's when others came forward. Many said it matched the manananggal, a mythical creature from Philippine folklore said to detach from its body at night. Soon after, locals began reporting similar figures appearing on rooftops, silently observing the town before fading back into the dark. Street wanderer. In Rajasthan, India, a shop owner named Romesh Chudari recorded a figure walking through the market that looked nothing like an ordinary passerby. Dressed in bright robes, it had a tall, cone-shaped head and sharp, oddly structured features that didn't seem human. The way it moved was stranger still, limping unevenly, as if unfamiliar with its own body. It didn't speak or interact, just walked straight ahead, as though searching for something unseen. The clip spread quickly, leaving people torn between calling it a costume or something far less explainable. Window creature. In 2007, security footage from a quiet home in Nassau County captured something few can explain. A pale, reddish figure with glowing eyes climbed halfway through a kitchen window, pausing as if studying the room. Then, without entering, it slowly backed away, leaving the window wide open. The oddest part, the family's cat stood nearby, watching calmly, completely unbothered by what had just happened. Some online viewers believe it was a mutated human or part of a secret experiment. Others think it was hiding from sunlight or something even worse outside. Whatever it was, it never returned. Werewolf man. The YouTuber named Sayas Rivera uploaded footage claiming he'd found a real werewolf during his visit to the village of Cavarias in Spain. Along the Argentina River, he and his team spotted a man whose body was covered in thick gray fur, giving him an almost transformed appearance. When they approached, the man calmly said he'd been that way since birth. Yet the fur's texture and pattern didn't seem natural at all. The video spread fast, with some believing his story and others suspecting he was hiding something extraordinary. That brief meeting by the river left everyone unsettled. Strange discovery. At a hotel in Thailand, a tourist was staying in when she captured something that left her unsettled. She'd gone to the pool when she spotted a strange, blob-like lump near the edge. It wasn't still, it moved slightly, and when she looked closer, it seemed to have small hands and faint, human-like features. Thinking it might be a silicone prop, she watched carefully, but its movements felt too natural. Unsure of what it was, she recorded a short video and uploaded it to Facebook. In her post, she mentioned that the sight frightened her so much, she walked away and left the odd creature exactly where she found it. Hooved man. In South Africa, a man named Abba Kumalo became the center of one of the strangest street videos ever recorded. He suddenly stopped in the middle of a busy road, shouting for help, but everyone around froze once they saw his legs. They had changed, ending in hooves instead of feet. A small tail seemed to appear too, while he made low WW animal-like sounds, completely panicked. People nearby didn't know whether to approach or stay back. The clip ends abruptly, leaving no explanation. To this day, no one knows if it was an elaborate hoax or something far less human. Odd being. In 2023, a short TikTok clip caught people's attention for showing something truly strange. The video shows an unknown figure gripping a piece of tree bark, its long, uneven fingers and sharp nails clearly visible. The camera caught only a glimpse of its face, yet shaped like a human's. It had a hairy body. Before viewers could get a clearer look, the clip ends abruptly, leaving everyone guessing what they just saw. It looked like a forest creature trying to blend in, or it might be a person in disguise. But with no follow-up footage, its identity stayed unknown. Horned creature. This short video, taken near a river, shows a creature that immediately caught attention. It moves slowly through the woods, its shape hard to define, but unmistakably unusual. Two horn-like structures rise from its head, and faint light reflects from its eyes, giving it an eerie glow. The footage is shaky, but clear enough to see that it's not a common animal. People online debated what it could be, a rare species yet to be identified, a trick of light, or perhaps something beyond science's reach. Whatever it was, that brief appearance left a lasting impression on everyone who saw it. Transparent truck. While driving to work in Houston, Texas, Daniel Smith noticed something unusual ahead of him. A massive transparent tank truck rolling slowly down the highway. Inside the clear container floated several dark figures suspended in a thick, strange liquid. They had long, shadowy tendrils that drifted gently with every movement of the truck. The scene looked too real to be a movie prop, almost like some unknown life forms being transported secretly. What unsettled Daniel most was how openly it was happening. No attempt to cover it up. Even after reaching work, he couldn't shake off that haunting image of those forms drifting inside the clear tank. Fence encounter. An explorer wandering near a deserted government facility stumbled upon something unexpected. Just as he reached the old perimeter fence, a pale hand shot out from the other side, startling him. Behind the fence stood a figure that looked half human, its skin grayish, eyes blank, and faint marks visible all over its body. It didn't speak or move much, just stared as if aware of being watched. The explorer froze, realizing this place wasn't as empty as he'd thought. Instead of getting closer, he quickly turned back, leaving behind the eerie silence that lingered around the abandoned compound. Backyard find. In 2023, Emily Miller from Portland, Oregon, shared a video that caught everyone's attention. She had discovered an odd little creature in her backyard, something she couldn't identify at first glance. Thinking it was a baby bird, she gently picked it up, only to realize how unusual it was. Its skin was almost see-through, and its head lacked any visible eyes. A large, uneven beak made it look completely unnatural. Though the sight made her uneasy, Emily, being a veterinarian, decided to care for it instead of letting it go. She believed that with time, the creature's true form would reveal what it really was. Growing anomaly.
A ver cómo está.
While exploring an abandoned house, a man filmed something deeply unsettling. As he moved his flashlight around, he found a small safe tucked in a corner. When he managed to open it, he froze. Inside was a dark, twisted mass of moving tendrils, shifting as if alive. The Post claimed that days earlier, he had discovered a small meteorite and kept it inside the safe. Since then, this strange creature had begun to grow from it. The clip ends before showing what happened next, but many believe he might have stumbled upon a form of alien life quietly developing in isolation.
Wow, está grande.
Swamp shadow, fishing in the Amazon. A group of friends noticed something drifting in the murky water. At first, it looked like a dark shape, but as it came closer, they could make out a small figure with a face covered in thick fur and deep, human-like eyes. None of them could identify what they were looking at. One whispered it might be a young Bigfoot. Another said it was some undiscovered swamp creature. The figure soon vanished under the surface, leaving only ripples behind. That brief encounter was enough to make them pack up, unsure of what else might be watching nearby. Winged horse. One of the most puzzling clips online was reportedly filmed in the village of Malakasi, Greece. It shows a brown horse standing in a fenced area, but what's unbelievable are the massive gray wings attached to its back. The farmer who recorded it claimed he was trying to create a living version of Pegasus, a myth brought to life. No one ever figured out how he managed this, or if the creature survived beyond that day. Yet the footage looks so real that it continues to raise one big question. How far can human experiments really go before nature pushes back? Horned shadow.
É o Thor! É o Thor!
While finishing up his chores, a villager felt something land heavily on his back. Startled, he quickly threw it off. But before he could even react further, the recording cut off. Moments later, another villager, drawn by the noise, followed the sounds of panic and found a strange being crouched near the fallen man. It had massive horns and a wide mouth, sniffing around as if studying him. The man captured a short clip before the creature noticed and slipped away into the darkness. What it was, no one could say. But the footage left an uneasy silence over the entire village.
É o Thor! É o Thor!
Unknown remains. Last year, freelance journalist Nate Williams moved into what he thought was a lucky deal on a new home. Everything looked normal until he opened the garage. Inside, tucked in a wooden box, was something that froze him in place. The body of a creature, gray as ash, with long, jagged teeth and a shape that didn't fit any known animal, lay inside. It looked ancient, almost fossil-like, yet disturbingly fresh. Nate immediately called his landlord, who gave no clear answer, and urged him to stay calm. By evening, Nate packed his bags and left, refusing to spend another night near whatever that thing was. Dogman of Africa. Residents of Limpopo, South Africa, reported seeing a half-human, half-dog creature running alongside wild animals in 2018. The footage showed it sprinting down a dirt path with two other creatures, its movements swift and powerful. Although filmed from afar, zoomed-in frames reveal what appears to be an unmistakably human-like figure with canine traits. For centuries, tales of werewolves and dogmen have existed, but this clip reignited old fears. Locals claimed it was the dogman, casually running with a pack as if it belonged there. Whether legend or real, the sight was enough to send locals searching the forests for answers. Stretching man. This viral clip has puzzled viewers everywhere. It shows a man tugging at his skin, but instead of reacting normally, it stretches far beyond what seems possible, like rubber. His face, neck, and arms all move in unnatural ways that defy normal anatomy. The video appears unedited, making it even harder to explain. Some say he might have a rare condition affecting elasticity, while others think something entirely different is happening, that maybe he isn't completely human. No one has identified the man or where the video came from, leaving the internet still searching for answers. Mysterious encounter. Locals near the Manasty River have long whispered about a strange creature that rarely shows itself. Although unknown to most people until the late 20th century, older residents claim it's been part of the area's folklore since the time of the Odawa tribes. Occasional blurry footage shows its odd, shifting form moving through the water, not quite like any known animal. It's said to avoid people, appearing only in remote stretches of the river. Even now, new clips surface every few years, each one offering just a glimpse of something mysterious that quietly roams where few ever go. Unusual figure. Near Lake Sislowitsky in Maine, two friends were driving and filming their trip when something strange appeared in the distance. At first, it looked like a tall figure walking near the woods. Later, when they slowed down the footage, they realized it seemed hairy and shaped like a humanoid. The sight made them uneasy. The figure moved naturally before disappearing among the trees. Once the clip reached online platforms, some people claimed it looked like Bigfoot, while others called it a hoax. Regardless of opinions, that brief moment on a quiet drive became an experience the two men couldn't forget. Swamp encounter. In this clip, a tall creature covered in dark fur moves slowly through a swamp. A strange place for such a sighting. Its build, long arms, and sharp teeth reminded many of the classic Bigfoot image, though this one seemed more cautious, almost aware of being watched. The area was far from the forests where these reports usually come from, which made the scene even more unusual. The creature paused briefly, then disappeared into the thick fog around the trees. When the footage surfaced online, viewers couldn't decide whether it was a genuine encounter or something else entirely hidden in that swamp. Frozen in place. A clip from Durham, North Carolina, has left viewers uneasy. It shows a man standing motionless inside a building, but something about him feels off. His head tilts back unnaturally, his eyes rolled upward, and his mouth hangs open as if paused mid-sentence. For several seconds, he doesn't move at all, almost like time has stopped for him. People online debated whether it was a medical condition, a staged act, or something beyond explanation. No one from the location ever confirmed what really happened, and the short footage still circulates, leaving everyone to wonder what caused him to freeze like that. River shape. While boating down a quiet river, a man noticed a large, dark shape gliding just beneath the surface. He slowed down, trying to see it clearly, and realized its body looked faintly furry, yet its outline didn't match any familiar river animal. It moved with surprising grace, sometimes rising close enough for its back to catch the light. The man recorded as much as he could before it slipped away into deeper water. The video later left people curious and amazed, with many wondering if it captured a yet unknown river species quietly living far from human reach. River Watcher. During a quiet hike near a river, a man paused to rest on a large rock and noticed something pale sitting along the water's edge. The figure barely moved, shaped almost like a person, yet its skin had a dull, strange texture that didn't seem human. It sat completely still, facing the flowing water, as if deep in thought or waiting for something. Feeling uneasy, the man slowly backed away and left the area. When he later shared the video online, people couldn't agree. Was it a person, a statue, or a creature blending into the riverbank shadows? Swamp jumper. A confusing video surfaced online showing a creature near a swamp that no one could quite identify. It crawled, then leaped suddenly, moving in sharp, unpredictable motions. At first glance, some thought it resembled a large bat, but its size and movements didn't match anything known. Its limbs appeared too long, its motions too strange to belong to any ordinary animal. People debated endlessly in the comments, some leaning toward a rare species, others certain it was something completely unknown. With no follow-up footage or explanation, the creature remains one of those brief, haunting mysteries caught only once on camera. Tiny surprise. A short clip recorded near a swamp captured a tiny creature hovering close to the water. Its body was small and delicate, and its wings shimmered with a strange glow that didn't resemble any regular insect. The way it moved, graceful yet erratic, made it even harder to identify. The footage only lasts a few seconds, but it's enough to raise endless curiosity. Some viewers believe it could be an unknown species, while others think it's something far beyond ordinary nature. Whatever it was, the glimmering creature left behind more questions than answers. Strange eyes. In a quiet village in Bangladesh, 2 locals recorded something that still unsettles everyone who's seen it. A strange figure appeared out of nowhere, acting wildly as if under some kind of influence. Its movements were erratic, its sounds hard to describe. People first thought it was someone suffering from an illness, maybe rabies, until its eyes lit up with an unnatural glow. That eerie light froze everyone watching. The villagers managed to calm the situation, but the memory stayed. Some say it was possession, others call it something much darker, a being that wasn't completely human. Water anomalies. Along a river already known for odd happenings, a security camera captured something even more bizarre. In the still footage, faint human-like faces seem to drift just above the surface, slowly moving with the current. There's no sound, only the eerie image of those ghostly heads appearing and fading away. The clip lasts only a few seconds, yet it's enough to leave people staring at their screens in disbelief. Was it an illusion, a reflection, or something living beneath the water? No one can say for sure, and that uncertainty makes the footage even more unsettling. Forest follower. A hiker moving through a dense forest caught something deeply unsettling on camera. A figure resembling a witch, though far from the storybook kind. Her face was thin and twisted, eyes wide open, as if aware she was being watched. Despite being spotted, she kept following from a distance, her hair tangled and her hands stretched out unnaturally. The person filming could feel her stare even when she stopped moving. Those who later saw the clip agreed. This wasn't a typical witch, but something sharper, more aware, and disturbingly lifelike, almost like a cross between human and something else. Stow Lake creature. In 2021, a marine biologist feeding fish in Stow Lake, San Francisco, saw something swimming toward him. At first glance, it looked like a face. On one side, it appeared human, on the other, more like a sheep. But when it reached closer, he noticed it had tentacles, almost like a squid. But no known squid had features like this. Instead of stepping back, his curiosity took over, and he leaned in for a better look. Whatever this thing was, it wasn't part of any species he'd ever studied. The short clip of the encounter still leaves experts puzzled about what he saw that day. Unknown creature. In the Amazon, locals discovered a pale, human-shaped figure lying motionless by the riverbank. Its body didn't resemble any known animal. It had distinct features that looked strangely human, but weren't quite right. The unusual form caught everyone's attention as they filmed it from different angles. Its limbs, skin texture, and posture made it hard to identify whether it was a creature or something else entirely. The clip showed every detail clearly, leaving no room for illusion. While some thought it was a rare species washed ashore, others believed it might be something never recorded before. Still, no official explanation ever followed. Eerie woman. A passerby recorded a strange sight one quiet night. A barefoot woman walking down the middle of an empty street, clutching a stuffed toy. Her face was painted completely white, and she seemed to be arguing or gesturing towards something invisible. Her movements grew more intense, as if she was trapped in a silent confrontation. The person filming felt an overwhelming sense of dread and decided to leave immediately. When the clip went online, viewers debated whether it was a staged act, someone in distress, or something far stranger that simply looked human. Hidden tribe. This rare video from southeast Peru in June 2024 left viewers in complete awe. It captured members of an uncontacted tribe walking silently through the thick Amazon rainforest. No trails, no signs of modern life, just people moving carefully through the trees, carrying simple tools. They seemed unaware that someone far away was watching them through a camera lens. For many, the sight felt like a glimpse into another time, untouched by the modern world. While the footage fascinated millions, it also raised deep curiosity. If such tribes still exist, how much of our planet remains unseen, quietly living beyond the edges of civilization? Caged revival.
Oh my god.
An unidentified source shared a clip that shows something deeply unsettling inside what looks like an abandoned house. Behind rusty bars, a decayed body appears to be moving on its own, walking awkwardly as if reanimated. The sight feels unreal, almost like watching an actual zombie come to life. The same source later released another video, this time showing several similar figures trapped inside an ambulance. One of them bites another, and the motion spreads through the group like an infection taking over. The footage, said to be from India in 2022, shows a small crowd gathered on the road, staring in disbelief as the ambulance suddenly stops moving. Red-eyed entity. Driving towards San Miguel village in Spain, this man took a wrong turn late one night. Stopping to check his map, he glanced out the window and froze. Standing just beyond the glass was a figure with glowing red eyes and a dark, featureless face. Its stillness was unsettling, its stare fixed right on him. Panic set in, and the man started his car, speeding back the way he came. He didn't stop until he reached the city. Later, he told friends he'd never again travel that road at night, and that those eyes still lingered in his mind every time he drove alone. Forest figures. A group of explorers entered what they thought was a calm forest trail, unaware of what waited ahead. As they moved forward, shadowy figures slowly emerged between the trees. Their appearances were dark and worn, their movements uneasy, almost like they were struggling to stand. The explorers stopped, watching as one of them stretched out an arm, unsure if it wanted help or something else entirely. The group's cameras caught every motion, but no one dared to go closer. When the clip surfaced online, viewers were left debating whether those beings were real or part of something the forest itself was hiding. Pine Barren Trail. Owen Castillo, an adventure biker, was exploring the Pine Barrens when he came across a pile of bones scattered along the track. Thinking it was animal remains, he continued until a fallen tree blocked his path. Moments later, he heard faint movement, so he turned back. But when he returned, the tree had vanished. Confused, yet curious, Owen went deeper into the woods until everything went eerily still. Then, from between the trees, he spotted it, a pale, thin figure watching him silently. It didn't move, neither did he. That's when Owen decided to leave the forest behind. For good. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon not to miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.